Hi guys, Maikeru here. This is my player-owned farms guide, and this is a guide to do with all the different animal perks, what they do, and which animal gives them. So let's get right into it. Starting the video off with just how to actually activate the perks and what the perk tier means and stuff like that. I know there's quite a lot of text on this page, but then after this it's much more simple and straightforward. So to activate the perks, you have to have an elder animal in a pen and then equip the pen with a farm totem. These farm totems cost 200 beans and then you get the tier 1 perk for having an elder animal in a pen with a totem. Then if you have the same animal in a second pen that is also equipped with a farm totem, it gives the perk tier 2 benefits. So for example, you get a small pen and you buy the second small pen and you have chickens in both. You can have a rooster that's an elder in one pen and a rooster that's an elder in the second pen, and you can gain the tier 2 perk because there's two pens, both with a totem and an elder animal. Animals that have male and female perks that differ but occupy that same pen, you will receive both the male and female version of the perk. So you know, like I said, you can have a rooster in one and a rooster in another. If they're both elder and you have the farm totems, you get the tier 2. If you have a hen in both of those as well, not only will you get the tier 2 rooster perk, you'll get the tier 2 hen perk, as the hen is a female chicken and the rooster is the male chicken. Now that we've covered that, that's probably the most confusing part. If you do have any questions, do let me know down in the comments. But let's move on to what animals give what perks. First up is the rabbit. These are in the small pens. The perk name is Like Rabbits. The tier 1 effect from one pen is a 7% breeding success chance increase. The tier 2 effect from 2 pens is a 10% breeding success chance increase. This is one of the best perks. You can breed your animals much easier with this and it's super helpful. I definitely would advise this if you are breeding any type of animal. Next up is a rooster, which is a male chicken. They go in small pens. The perk name is As the Rooster Crows, and what it does is it has a tier 1 effect from one pen that gives you a 7% chance for ghostly essence after hearing a rooster's crow. The tier 2 effect increases this to a 10% chance for ghostly essence after hearing that rooster's crow. This is actually very good, and it increases the amount of ghostly essence you get in an hour quite a lot if you're doing something like spiritual warriors. Ghostly essence has dropped in price a fair bit because of this perk, but it's still very valuable, and this perk will increase your GP an hour at stuff like spiritual warriors quite well. So I definitely advise getting this perk if you're farming any type of monster that drops ghostly essence. They go in small pens and the perk name is Headless Chicken. The tier 1 effect for having one pen is a 3% chance to halve the feathers used while fletching, and the tier 2 effect with 2 pens is increased to a 5% chance to halve those feathers when fletching. This works for arrows, bolts, everything like that. Anything that is using feathers with fletching, this perk works with. The only downside is feathers are fairly cheap now because they've been reduced in cost now that you can buy a lot from stores. So you don't really save much money with this perk or anything like that. But then again, if you're going to use the rooster perk, you might as well have a hen in there as well and just get this as a bonus. But it's not that good to get as like an individual thing. Next up we have chin chompers. They also go in small pens. The perk name is If Chins Could Skill. The tier 1 effect for having one pen is a plus 3% chance to save a skill chomper when used. The tier 2 effect with 2 pens increases this to a 5% chance to save a skill chomper when used. This isn't too bad because it saves you a bit of money if you're using skill chompers for mining or something like that. All round decent perk if you ever use skill chompers for skilling. Next up we have zygomites. These go in a medium pen. The perk name is Uncapped Potential. The tier 1 effect from one pen is a 7% chance for additional mushrooms from patches, clusters or bloomed logs. Tier 2 effect with 2 pens makes this a 10% chance. This isn't too bad to be honest, so a 7% chance for additional mushrooms from the patches is the main thing that you're going to be taking them from. If you do something like more sheller mushrooms as a daily thing, a 7 or 10% more chance at getting additional mushrooms. That's just a bit of added GP on a farm run, not bad. Next up is spiders. They also go in medium pens. The perk name is NopeNopeNope. Tier 1 effect of this perk in 1 pen increases the damage against all spiders by 2%. This includes spiders like Araxor. The tier 2 effect with 2 pens further increases this increased damage against all spiders to 3%. So this gives you a 3% DPS increase against all spiders. Okay, 3% doesn't sound like much, but when it's PVM and you're doing it against Araxor, think about how much it costs for a tier 99 prayer that increases your DPS by like 4.5%. This is very close to a tier 99 prayer increase in damage against Araxor. So if you farm Araxor a lot, definitely get this spider perk. Next up we have a ram, which is a male sheep. This goes in the medium pens and the perk name is randomly accessed memories, and this is kind of a weird one. The tier 1 effect in 1 pen gets divine strands while farming at 50% of the divination rate. The tier 2 effect with 2 pens makes you get divine strands at a 75% rate of the divination one when farming. So you get divine strands fairly commonly while doing divination, and they help out by doing a bit to the memorial to Guthix, or you can trade them in for XP once you've prestiged or whatever. So I guess this could just be okay if you combine it with something like arc farming. That way you get some passive strands while farming on the arc, and then you can go trade in those strands for maybe some div XP. It's not going to be much div XP, but I guess it's a little added bonus if you do a lot of farming and you don't really do PVM for the spider perk or something like that. Next up we have a ewe, which is a female sheep. They also go in medium pens. The perk name is Have You Many Wool. Jagex and their puns, gotta appreciate it. Tier 1 effect from 1 pen is you gain 2 pieces of wool on a successful shearing. Tier 2 effect with 2 pens is you gain 3 pieces of wool from a successful shearing. All round junk perk, no point in having it really. I guess if you're going to use the ram perk for divine strands, then I chuck in the ewe just for the fun of it. But who the hell actually shears wool? Like, come on, Jagex. We have cows, which is in the large pen, and this is a female cow. The perk name is Milky. The tier 1 effect in 1 pen increases all cooking XP from churning, so it's at 2 times its normal rate. The tier 2 effect with 2 pens is, the XP from churning is at 4 times its normal rate. Again, I think I've only ever churned in this game once, and that was for a quest, so kind of a useless perk. Never think the XP is going to be good enough to compare with other things. I guess if it's 4 times its normal rate, it might be okay XP at lower levels, but I highly doubt anyone's going to use this. On to the bull, which is a male cow in a large pen. The perk name is Bully for You. The tier 1 effect with 1 pen is a 1 in 5 chance to not deplete a compost bin when collecting. The tier 2 effect from 2 pens is a 1 in 3 chance not to deplete a compost bin when collecting. I guess this isn't too bad, like if you have the perk active while trying to make your ultra compost from dragon poo or whatever. Ultra compost is probably going to be worth a fair bit, so saving some of those or getting some extra ones or whatever, that's probably going to make you a little bit of extra money, but all in all, not the best perk for sure. Next up is the yaks. These also go in large pens. The perk name is Nigel's Gift. Tier 1 effect from 1 pen is a 2% chance to find a clue scroll, either from checking health or harvesting the last crop of any patch. So this means checking health of trees has a chance of clue scrolls, or just going on your normal farm runs, doing some herbs or something, that last crop has a chance to give you a clue scroll. I'm guessing the clue scrolls stack with tiers, so if you're getting high tier like trees and you're checking the health of those, you're going to get a higher tier clue scroll, and if it's a low tier tree, it's going to be a lower tier clue scroll. The tier 2 effect with 2 pens increases this 2% chance to 2.5%, so the tier 2 bonus isn't very much at all. But yeah, if you like to do a lot of clues or whatever and you want to have a chance of getting some clues while doing a farm run or a tree run or something, then yeah, this is an okay perk. Nothing to shout home about though. Lastly is the dragon, and to be honest, I'm very disappointed. I thought the dragon perk was going to be really good, but it's not so great. These go in the large pen obviously, and the perk name is Dragon Ultra Combo. The tier 1 effect from one pen is a 1 in 1,000 chance to get an ancient effigy while checking a fully grown farming patch. And then this is only if Ultra Compost is used. Like what? Hello? That's not good. The tier 2 effect with 2 pens increases this to a 1 in 750 chance to get an effigy. You're barely ever going to get this payoff. It's got such a rare chance. And you have to use Ultra Compost, which makes it annoying. It just seems so underwhelming. I thought, hey, growing up my dragons is going to give me a good perk, and then I realised it was this, and it's like, hello? Surely it should be better than this. Either way, that was the last perk, and all of the large pen perks seem pretty lackluster. Whereas there's decent ones for both the small and the medium, the large kind of doesn't really have a good one. Do let me know in the comments down below if you think any differently, or if you think there's a perk that is underrated for a certain reason or something. But either way, I'm pretty sure the best perks are Rabbit, Rooster and Spider. Those 3 are very, very good. Do give the video a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you're new for loads of future content all related to RuneScape 3, and until next time, see ya.